What is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Mattia, and today we're here for another email breakdown. The third of the channel, we're gonna go over an email that one of my students sent me in the Juby's Cave. If you don't know what it is, it's my Discord channel where I help guys and girls with copywriting for absolutely free. So if you want that, you can find it down here in the description. If not, let's keep going with the email breakdown. Today we're gonna reviewing a sales email, and the topic of the email, the prompt plus the avatar, actually there's just the prompt here, there's no avatar. It's write an email for a business coach who is trying to get people to sign up for his upcoming workshop and how to start your own business. The price is $97, and at the time you sent the email, there are 12 hours left before the workshop starts. Make it straight to the point, no fluff. We want as many people as possible to click on the link. So let's see what he did. So let's first of all read his email. His three subject lines are start your business, now. Start your business easy, opportunity you're missing out. And he's wrong. I first of all suggest to download Grammarly because it really helps all of these things. Grammarly is telling it to me. So first of all, when you're seeing this video, download Grammarly. Now let's start. Hello, first name. If you want to start your own business, then you should read this. Starting business yourself isn't easy. If it were, everyone would be millionaires. You need to learn a lot of skills. I will make it mindset. Entrepreneurs take risks and solve problems. Plan and strategize. Create plans and strategies for your brand, for your business. Customers from clouds. Understand your target market and target audience, up and down. You need to understand demand, which should be as high as possible, and supply, which should be as low as possible. Marketing, sales, networking, communication, time management. As you see, it's not something you'll have in your pocket right away. First name, now you choose. Be at this point or hate life miserably, or finally escape the matrix and achieve freedom. If you're choosing two choice, then I'm giving an opportunity to upcoming workshop where we with others will create business. Click here and create your own business. 12 hours left, hurry. Okay, so this email is very messy. I totally got lost in all of these all of these bullets that I don't understand. Like, is what you're saying here an anticipation for the bullet right after? Or what is the point of having all of this? It's very, very confusing to me. And here, the final, of course, with Grammarly, you need to make this email better because the grammar is, you're missing articles, you're missing punctuation. So that's the first thing you want to do, and it's very easy. As you see, I have Grammarly, and it already tells me what you should put instead of what you're saying. And other thing is that you always need to remember what the prompt of the email was. If here we say on how to start your own business, here I'm giving an opportunity to upcoming workshop where we with others will create business. Like, here it looks like we're creating a business together. This is what I get when I read your pre-call to action. We're gonna create a business together, which is not really we're gonna be. Like, that's not the prompt of the email. The email is we're gonna show you how to start your own business. We're gonna give you the steps on how to start your own business. Now, going back on these bullets, I'm trying to understand them. If you want to start your own business, then you should read this. Okay, this could work. I would probably say then you are on the right email. I would probably say something like that because this doesn't really sound very natural. Then you should read this email maybe. Starting business, missing the article. Starting a business yourself isn't easy. If it was, I think everyone would be millionaires. Would be a millionaire, I would probably say. You need to learn a lot of skills. See, you need to learn a lot of skills. I will make it mindset. What's the correlation between you need to learn a lot of skills and I will make it mindset? I don't understand. Is this a skill? Entrepreneurs take risks and solve problems. There's no need for a comma here. You see, this part is very confusing. It's very, very confusing. I would probably take off, like, if I were to take off all of the bullets, it would probably make more sense already. Okay. So let's say you're saying, if it were, you need to learn a lot of skills. How here you should say how to take risks and solve problems, but that's not really a skill. Like, it doesn't really make sense. Create plans and strategies for your business. Understand your target market and target audience. That's good. You need to understand that here's a repetition. Understand. You need to understand demand. We should be as high as possible, and supply. We should be as low as possible. That's fine, but there's no point for any of these bullet points. You see, it already flows much better without the bullet points. It already flows much better without the bullet points. So I'll probably take them off for sure. And then you see, as you see, it's not something you'll have in your pocket right away. Now here you totally break the flow. Like, you totally completely break the flow. First name, like, as you see, it's not something you have in your pocket right away. First name, now you choose. Just, you totally break the flow, in my opinion, and you go into something like the escape the matrix. You need to take that off because it's trashy. It's a trashy things to say on an email. Unless you are in the newsletter, unless you're writing for Andrew Tate, you should probably never in your life say that sentence for a business coach. And I don't know the avatar because you didn't specify it here. But if the avatar is someone over 25 years old, 30, escape the matrix, not really. Okay. Be at this point. At this point, you didn't say any point. You didn't say, like, first name, now you choose. Be at this point. What point? You never talked about in what point of their life they're right now. And hate life miserably, that's a bit exaggerated. Or finally escape, like they maybe haven't even tried. So you shouldn't say finally. Or finally escape the matrix and achieve freedom. If you're, like, here there's a lot of mistakes. Number 2, if you're choosing option #2, that's how you say it the right way. If you're choosing two choice, if you're choosing two choice, like if you're choosing both of them, I'm giving you an opportunity to upcoming work. To here's missing the article. There should be N. To probably you should say my upcoming workshop and stuff like that. But these are not the biggest mistakes of this email. These are not the biggest mistake of this email. The biggest mistake of this email is that you're completely missing the structure of how to persuade in a sales email. I made a video on this literally a few days ago. It's a 5-minute video where I show, like, I say exactly the steps to create, like, to persuade a reader in a sales email, not the simplest way. And it is, you first of all show the benefits, or you show the dream state of the reader, what you're gonna get, what you're gonna achieve thanks to that thing. Then you show an obstacle between the reader and that thing, and then you show them the solution. Here, first of all, you go straight into the problems. You go straight into the obstacles. You start saying, starting a business yourself isn't easy. And you know that the emotion of easy is very important for a reader. So why would you tell them it's not easy? Right? You should first of all say, like, start telling them how great it is to have a business. Then you say what is stopping them from having that business, and then you give them that thing for some money. That's how you persuade them easily, simply. Okay? So this is the biggest problem with this email. Besides, I mean, these is not good. Like, it's literally not persuading at all. Start your business. Why there's the comma right there? I don't know. None of these subject lines really sound that good. None of these subject lines really talk about what you're going to talk in the email. Like, start your business, easy. Starting business yourself isn't easy. Like, you're literally, it's a mess right there. Because you're saying starting your business, easy. Starting business yourself isn't easy. So it's literally not good. Right there is not good. So I don't like, to be honest, any of these subject lines. Now, I took this prompt and I wrote one email. I wrote the email. So let's see how that is different from this, so that you might get inspiration and write a better one right after this review. Juby's version. My subject line is how to build a $1 trillion business. Could get better. I wrote this email in 15 to 20 minutes, so didn't spend too much time on it, but it really gives the idea. How to build a $1 trillion business. The thing that really pops out in this subject line is $1 trillion. Like, generally, like, the entire crypto market is a $1 trillion industry. Okay? So we're just saying how to build a $1 trillion business. One business, $1 trillion. Sounds crazy, which is probably why they're going to open this email. Because also we say how, as if we were to show them the process, etc., etc. And if they ever were to be close to thinking of starting a business, we're saying how to build a $1 trillion business. We're not saying how to start your business, how to build a $1 trillion business. So this is the reasons why I think this subject line could work. But let's get into reading the email. Hey, first name. Starting your own business is the most important decision you ever make in your life. See, when built the right way, a business can allow you to literally print money whenever you want, wherever you want, and in a matter of minutes. I'm talking about making millions of dollars a year from the comfort of your yacht right outside the Croatian coast. But before talking about that, let's focus on the first step, building your own business in a way that will give you the highest chances of success. All you need to do is follow a four-step foolproof bulletproof. Oh my gosh, I'm dyslexic. All you need to do is follow a four-step foolproof blueprint. I should probably change that because it's pretty tricky. A four-step, I'm probably going to say a simple four-step blueprint because it was too hard to say it. And remember, if something is complicated to speak out loud, it's probably too complicated. Like, you need to make it sound like you talk, natural. It needs to flow naturally. So in this case, I noticed it wasn't flowing because there were too many complex words, so I made it simpler. Literally, I added the word simple. Okay? So all you need to do is follow a simple four-step blueprint, and you'll be all set, ready to see money flow into your bank account. I'm talking about the same steps that Jeff Bezos followed to found Amazon, that Elon Musk used to build Tesla, and Steve Jobs applied to put together Apple. We're talking about companies now worth trillions of dollars, and they all followed the same four-step blueprint at first. Okay, got it. But what are these four steps then? This is what the reader thinks in his mind. Let me show you. And I put a good call to action. That's it. This is how simple it is. And follow me. I first of all pictured I said it was a great thing. I said making millions of dollars a year from the comfort of your yacht outside of the Croatian coast. These details are beautiful. These details gives the reader, like, it makes it so easier for him to picture himself in that position. We're really trying to paint the dream state of the reader, what they're dreaming, and we're giving details so that they can visualize it. I'm talking about making millions of dollars a year from the comfort of your yacht. You're already visualizing yourself on a yacht outside of the Croatian coast. I could have said eating lobster, okay? The more details there are, the better the visualization gets. So yes, that's why I said that. Now, I'm talking about making millions of dollars a year from the comfort of your yacht, yeah. So we started by picturing the dream state, by picturing the benefits of having a business. Then we say, actually, in this case, we didn't find an obstacle. We're just telling them that they're missing this thing. we're using a lot of social of proof. For example, we're saying Jeff Bezos uses these 4 steps. Elon Musk used these 4 steps, and Steve Jobs used these 4 steps. So these 4 steps are like, okay, these 4 steps, they use them. They're big. Elon Musk, oh my, the richest people in the world use these exact 4 steps to build their business. So that's why what gets them intrigued into going in the call to action. So in this case, we use a different structure for our sales email, but if you were to do an email like the one you did up here, I would have definitely used the benefits, obstacle, solution template that I generally teach inside the cave. But yeah, both of these work. These can work too, you see. But before talking about that, because we're picturing a picture much so far from the reality, right? They're right now broke as fuck, probably I don't know where they are, but they're broke. So you can't just start talking about how to scale a business to $1 trillion. No, you say, but before talking about that, let's focus on the first step, which is also what we have in the prompt. Let's focus on the first step, how to start a business. So let's talk about the first step, building your own business in a way that will give you the highest chances of success. So we're talking about building the business, starting out the business. Okay. And all you need to do, and look how I started the sentence. All you need to do is already a structure that sets the sentence up to make the reader feel like it's easy. All you need to do is simply to follow a simple 4-step blueprint, and you'll be all set, ready to see money flow into your bank account. Some more picturing, some more visualizing of money coming in, of seeing the notification. Okay, I'm talking about the same steps that Jeff Bezos followed to found Amazon, that Elon Musk used to build Tesla, and Steve Jobs applied to put together Apple. Look at also how I differentiated these. Found Amazon, already founded. Jesus, founded Amazon, that Elon Musk used to build Tesla. So we have founded, build, and Steve Jobs applied it to put together. I used on purpose 3 different verbs because I wanted to be differentiated. I didn't want to repeat myself. The Jeff Bezos followed to found. No, it was right. What the hell? What the heck? I'm talking about the same steps that Jeff Bezos followed to found. That's right. Yeah. The heck? I don't know. I'm talking about the same steps that Jeff followed to found Amazon, that Elon Musk used to found Tesla, that Steve Jobs used to found Apple. It just gets boring. So for that reason, I said found Amazon, build Tesla, and put together Apple. Sounds more intriguing, it flows better, more natural, you don't repeat yourself, the reader doesn't get bored, etc. So here, of course, I put the trillion capital because that's what we want them to have the emphasis on, and they all follow the same 4-step blueprint at first. And now here to switch the email, this is what I use when I don't know how to make it flow. I get into the reader's mind. This is what the reader is thinking right now. Okay, got it. But what are these 4 steps then? Let me show you. Not let me tell you. Let me show you. Because it's a workshop. Click here to discover the $1 trillion blueprint for under $100. Good call to action. Discover is a powerful word because it's like they discover something. They don't get it. They discover it. Nobody knows about it. They discover it. $1 trillion blueprint. I like giving fancy names to stuff so that people get more intrigued. That's what you gotta do. Give fancy names to stuff so that people get intrigued. And here the workshop is $97, but I'm not gonna say for $97. I'm gonna say for under $100. Under $100 could also be $10. The reader doesn't know. Okay? By saying these, it implies that it could be any number below 100. Of course, it's going to be close to 100, but it could be any number below 100. And that thing that it could be also in the budget of the reader would get them to open, to click on the thing. Because just the idea that maybe it's in their budget, maybe their budget is $30. But by saying under $100, they still have thought, maybe it's in my budget, maybe it's $30. I should go check. I should go inside and check. And then in the site we close them. But here we just want to click them to click. So we, instead of saying for $97, we say for under $100. Okay? Now, here he said, click here and create your own business. 12 hours left, hurry. Don't like this call to action, but it made me remember that we also have the 12 hours left thing that we need to talk about. So I added a PS. Okay, I closed the email like this with this call to action. Bam, that's it. Then a PS. You have less than 12 hours left before I reveal the 4 steps to those who signed up. Make sure you don't miss out. Click here and save your spot before it's too late. It's a normal, very simple PS. It just, at least we talk about the 12 hours. It's not going to be incredible. This is definitely the most powerful call to action. But here we tell them you actually have less than 12 hours. Even though it's 12 hours, I say less than 12 hours left before I reveal. And the word reveal, it's like the word discovering. Okay, it's like when something big is a big discovery, a big revelation. That's why I use some kind of words. Words are powerful. There are some words that are powerful. To those who signed up. So, like they say, okay, it's not going to reveal them to me because I haven't signed up yet. And that's why I say, make sure you don't miss out. Click here and save your spot before it's too late. Simple. Like, say here, the save your spot puts them in a position where they could lose their spot. They think like, oh, I could miss out on the spots. Even though I didn't talk about spots, I say, click here and save your spot before it's too late. So yeah, this is the review. This is the total review. I hope he helped you out. You can see how different these 2 emails are, but mainly the structure. Mine follows a mess. Like I start with an idea and I get to the end of it with an idea. I started with the idea of the 4 steps. The email is called How to Build a $1 trillion business, and the call to action is $1 trillion. So I definitely follow the same topic. I definitely follow the same message. I've been on the same line. I didn't go out of topic. Okay? While here you can see how, first of all, the biggest thing, like structurally talking, are these bullet points that I really don't understand, that were actually very useless. As you've seen, we took them off and the email sounded better, which is crazy. Ridiculous. And then, the thing that it doesn't really, it's the opposite, like it's really the opposite structure of how, like the video I did the other day, is really the opposite. You told them it was difficult. You started by telling them how difficult it was. You never showed the benefits of your thing. Why would someone even want to have a business after you told them it was that hard, right? So that's it. This is the email breakdown. If you want your email to be reviewed, if you need some help with copywriting, you find me down here in the description in the Juby's Cave. You can ask me any question you want. You find me there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something valuable out of it. And if so, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. It helps me and it really means the world to me. So I suppose I'm going to see you in the next video.